And so you're talking about the talent, maybe the experience is not there or the level is not there. How do you see yourselves as CEOs, and what role do you play in helping younger people to put together credible teams?
Right, thank you. My name is Steven. From the discussions by our panelists, it is clear that there is not much competition amongst Ghanaian startups as compared to those in Nigeria. So I would like to find out how we can increase or raise competition among startups in Ghana. Thank you.
Okay, I'll talk about grants and business competition. So I do grants and business competition for a purpose. Sometimes not for the grants, sometimes it's for PR. And so mostly, if it's a high profile pitch event like TechCrunch or something, I'll do that for the PR. And sometimes you could also win. We won Double Africa last year, which came with a lot of opportunities. So yeah, I'll do that. But what I'll say is, it shouldn't take you from your core business. And there are a lot of entrepreneurs that get caught up in they are always applying for competitions, and that's entrepreneurship to them. And so it's not. I also won. I got grant money for Cosmos Energy at the Tech Challenge as well. So it has its place in the beginning, but it shouldn't. In the beginning, it shouldn't be the entire focus, because people do not graduate from that. People it becomes a cycle. Just keep applying for all these competitions and all these pitch events. So that's what I'm saying.
You have a list of investors in Ghana, I can never find this budget. I went to the founders funding, and they told me you have to talk to 100 to build your funnel of 100 from your continent before you do it. And I did a list of paper. I asked, where's the Ghana Indian investment in what money is looking to take the names and everything. I couldn't find. Where did you find these names?
So for my industry, especially in Ghana, I look out for organizations. Some may be aligned to what I'm doing, because I'm the agribusiness. So companies like Avance, Agra, all that these organizations that are helping like agribusinesses and stuff. So in Ghana, that's what I've resorted to. Is mostly these organizations and not really particular individuals. There are also a few VC firms in Ghana. Gold Pound, I think it's one. Aggressive, it's also one. And so there are a few of them, but mostly, if you are doing something in a particular sector, you can look for funding organizations in those sectors to apply for.
Hi, my name is Muftar. I'm the founder of OFGBFX.com. It's an online company. We train people how to trade the currency market. And we also have like a currency fund where we pool investors fund, and the fund is able to generate mid to long-term capital for individuals as well as firms. My question will come from would add a little bit to my lady's question about when she spoke about mentors. Except I don't know the definition of a startup, because I find it hard to kind of find people to look up to raise this type of business venture up. So I would like to know if there's a structure for that. I really want this company of mine to be, for now it's more like a prototype to a hedge fund. I'd like to know if there's a structure, maybe the SB incubator or some of the panelists. Is there like a structure to help mentor a dream like that, if it's for the lack of the use of a better word?
One last question.
Yeah, hello everyone. So my name is Elom, and I'm also a graduate of the Founder Institute, the second cohort, and I'm the founder of QuickSpace. It's basically a venue search and then booking platform for events. So my question is, where do you actually draw the line between raising funds and then actually building the business? Because I quite remember class, the director will always be like, but focus on building your business, build your business. So where do you actually draw the line between raising funds and then doing the hard work to actually generate revenue for the company? That's my question.
In terms of structures for mentorship, I think Founder Institute is probably a good place to start. There's also MEST and KIC, and there are also accelerators and incubators, co-working spaces where people can connect you to the right mentorship. It sounds like you're in fintech, is that correct? It sounds, from what I understand about fintech, a lot of the mentorship that you need are people who are experienced in the field, and so getting a board of directors of people who understand financial regulation in the markets that you're playing in is really key. So I think that one of your challenges will be the mix between just being entrepreneurial and coming up with creative ideas, which frankly you can do at age 12, but also observing the structure of the financial markets, and that's really something you need to be able to understand from someone who's experienced in that market. So I think actually Founders Institute has a template for advisors, which I have found really helpful. So if you find a contact on LinkedIn, someone who has been working for Stanbic for 20 years, and it's right down your alley, you can say, have a conversation with that person and determine whether they'd be a good advisor for you. Many people who want to participate in startups can't because of their family obligations and a lot of other reasons, but you can incentivize them to play a bigger role in your company without being an employee with that equity piece. And I think the advisor equity template that they have is really compelling.
All right. I'm just going to go to your question over there, I think, about what sort of competition can we create in this country to rival or to match what Nigeria is doing. To me, I think it comes down to practicality, right? He had mentioned something earlier on, I don't know if you caught it, whereby he had mentioned which companies or people that can literally say they've literally gained anything when it comes to pitching on stages and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of that, and I agree with him on that. To me, when it comes to the hackathons and of course solving problems, practical stuff, those are things we should be actually driving more towards and be able to find the talents in these kind of spaces where of course they can join as a team or they're going on their own or being picked up by any of the accelerators or any of the institutions like that. To me, I think that is where we need to focus a bit more on. There are too many pitches and stuff going on now, too many award shows and stuff like that. It's literally not helping us at all. I mean, every single weekend there's something, citations coming up and people posting pictures out there and stuff like that. That's not what we are looking for. That plays into, of course, what you had mentioned about where do you draw the line in terms of building a business and raising funds. There's no line out there at all. It's something you have to do constantly. You cannot just do one and then say, okay, well, I'm going to put this on the back burner and get back to it. It has to go hand in hand because all the milestones you are achieving, those are stories, of course, you have to be able to fall back on in terms of raising funds. So to me, again, I'm be practical about it. I think if we are able to drive